evening and welcome. We are on the precipice of being a superpower, and we must not allow anyone in the Indian media ecosystem to get paid, to get money, to get cash, to undermine India. Ladies and gentlemen, these people who take money to undermine India, these people who are leading the cash for article scams should not be allowed to get away. The Lutyens media, I have always told you, the Lutyens media has no morals, they have no ideology. The Lutyens media has no ethics, they have nothing. They are for sale, ladies and gentlemen, to the highest bidder. And it doesn't matter to them whether the bidder is American or Pakistani, or as the latest case of Newsclick has shown, if the bidder, the one who will buy their worthless, sold-out articles and pieces, whether those buying them are Chinese, ladies and gentlemen. Viewers, the reality is that the way in which the Chinese have paid crores and crores and crores to this so-called Lutyens news website, crores and crores, paid this Lutyens media so much money. This has brought before all of us the ugly reality of how the Lutyens media, the shameless Lutyens media, the spineless Lutyens media is on sale. But what is worse is how the editors' guilt of India, supported these sites, which are getting dozens of crores in dirty transactions. Dirty transactions, pathetically dirty transactions to support China. China pays them, they support China. China pays them, they support China. The entire ecosystem of the Lutyens media and the Vadra Congress rose, frothing at the mouth in outrage that the raids by the ED on Newsclick was an absolute act of notoriety, something wrong, an attack on media freedom. And among those who spoke was one YouTube yeller. One YouTube yeller who got sacked from his channel a long time back, who has got, believe it or not, 1.5 crores in indirect transactions from Newsclick, which in other words took money from China. In other words, this YouTube yeller, like many other YouTube yellers, is himself at the Chinese government's payroll and service. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you a very fundamental question tonight. Have you wondered how these YouTube yellers, who constantly speak for China, who constantly speak against India's national interest, who are constantly against the abrogation of Article 370, who are constantly against the Indian army, who are constantly pro-Pakistan, have you ever asked, viewers, how these people make their ends meet? How do they have so much money, How do they have such lavish lifestyles? They say to you that their anti-national position is an ideological one. And they say they have a right to be anti-national, and we have no right to call them anti-nationals, which they are. They say that as per the Indian Constitution, which they disrespect, they have a right to criticize and tear apart their own country's interests. In that case, I ask tonight, and you should ask too, why did they take money from the Chinese? Did their articles serve Chinese interests? Foreign interests? How is it that some of these news sites have people lecturing to India, but who keep secretly in their back pockets an American passport, ladies and gentlemen? Are these people on the payrolls of countries serving the interests of India's enemies who would not like to see India reach where it will? Viewers, I believe people can criticize. But now that it is exposed that many of these same people who call themselves news media, they get cash, viewers, cash. In one installment, 40 lakhs, another installment, 46 lakhs. in a bizarre transaction, 28 crores received for the export of news, 38 crores in total investment. Nobody reads these sites. That's the kind of money they make. And the money's route goes to people who are either on the one side from the Soros business, on the other side from China. And these people question us, call us names, because we are nationalists. They call us right-wingers. Well, at least unlike these people, ladies and gentlemen, we stand for the country's interest. And I ask, can any of these people from the sold-out Lutyens media stand before us and answer us? Answer the Republic when we stand and ask them to justify the payments they got. You must all ask them, ask the Lutyens media, where is your money from? What are your known sources of income? Who is paying you the money? Why are they paying you the money? Are they paying you the money for reach? Or are they paying you the money to damage India's national interest? Viewers, as I began saying, we tonight are at the precipice of history. And I think to move forward, we must be very tough on people inside the Indian news media ecosystem who are compromising national interests so openly. That is our national interest. And national interest is our supreme interest.